What's going on, everybody? This is Authentic. Um, I don't know why I decided to do this video in the first place. I don't know. I had this thought in my mind that I was gonna ramble a little bit about my album and the whole background story about how it came to be and why I started writing and all that kind of stuff. I don't even know where to begin. I guess I'll begin to how I came up with the title. Um, this was like way back in the day where I had like a major breakup. And after the major breakup, it's like I was supposed to graduate college, I never did, and I was moving back home, unemployed, not sure where I was going, not at all. And the the thought was, immediately suicide. It's like this is the only way out of this. And um, it got to the point where I was I was stuck inside this dark hole for about 2 hours. Um, that I was just sitting in say my laundry room with a bottle of bleach, thinking, this is it for me. This is it. I don't know what after 2 hours. I don't know what came over me to call somebody and say I'm going to kill myself. I need somebody to be here and take care of me and do whatever it is you need to do. But that's what happened. And so because of that, I spent like a night in a crisis center, and it was kind of a wake up call that, like, there are people so much worse off than I am, that my problems are not even, or just, problems aren't even real. I mean, I don't mean it like that, but like my problems were not as big, you know what I mean? And so because of that, um, I immediately thought I should start writing. Um, this writing process has gone on for about a year and a half before I even thought about recording anything. I had projects here and there, on and off, before the big incident that is also on this album, because it represents, where I was, how I got to this place, and where I am now, and the direction I'm headed. Um, the most, I want to say, the most important song on the entire album, I would say, is Self. Only because of the fact that, the title speaks for itself. No pun intended. But the thing about it is, if nothing else, I feel like my goal for the album is that if nobody takes anything else away from this entire album, that they listen to Self and identify themselves with that. Because I feel like I wrote this song not just for me and show everybody, I kind of, this is my story. This is what I go through almost every single day. I feel like everybody goes through that to some sort of degree. I feel like, everybody struggles with self-esteem. Like everybody, no one's excluded from that. I mean, some people have different levels of it. Some people, are like me and struggle with it every single day. And like, I feel like people, no matter what they do, what their career is, or what their life choice is, like whether they're a doctor or a lawyer, or even somebody like, like a father, a brother, a friend, a musician in my case, I have almost all of those things working for me. And like, people's biggest critics are themselves. And I feel like, this song represents that. Because, every day's a struggle. I wrestle with myself. It's like, am I doing this right? Am I living this life thing the right way? Am I missing something? What can I do to improve myself as a person? And, at the end of the song, I realized, I'm doing okay, but there's almost more I can do within myself. So it's kind of like a motivational song as well as an uplifting song at the same time, as long, regardless of the fact that the feel for it's not really, it doesn't sound like an uplifting song, but it kind of is when you listen to it. I talk about a lot of things on this album. Like there's not anything on this album that I don't talk about that's not true. I feel like every single song I've done represents a part of my life. Like it's almost like a movie almost, I want to say. I mean, it sounds a little bit corny, but That's the way I feel. Like, there's songs that I talk about, the death of a close friend, or a family member, or somebody who was like a family, or a song about, you know, not having the confidence to talk to somebody of the opposite gender that I struggle with, because I'm not gonna get into that, but you know, everything I talk about is 100% true. There's no made up agenda, nothing. Um, it's like almost every single side of me that I can possibly think of is into this album. From way back in 2009 when I did um, projects with with other people like Money Wills or Cash Flow or my little brother, Lil D, or AI, and then a couple people featuring the album. This is from like bits and pieces, and I got like a whole bunch of original things working for me too. Um, I don't know when the name itself just clicked like that, but it was I don't know, just one day I just thought, what should the name of this album be? It's like I'm thinking to myself like I don't know where I'm going with this, but I know that this is but I know where this idea is going. And then I just took two and two together. From nowhere to nowhere. It's pretty catchy. It's exactly what my mindset is, and it just clicked from there. Um, I would like to, if nothing else, I would like to say that I would like to give a big shout out to my youngest brother. There's no possible way I could have done this without him. Like it's just not possible. I mean, I feel like I would have been, I guess, musically talented enough to put something together, but the way he helped me, the little things that you hear, or like the little messages that you get, or the different angles that you got. It's like his instrumentals just spoke to me in that way, and I just try to put it together the best of my ability. And everybody's telling. Somebody asked me before, I think it's the last thing I'm gonna say, that why would you make it free, and like why would you make like your work like free? Because it's like eventually I guess I do want to be famous on this. I mean, this is why I make music, but this is a story I want to share with everybody. I don't want anybody to be excluded in this. Nobody, like not one person at all. The best way for me to do that is to make it completely free. It's not. This is not about. This is what I got. I hope you like it. I mean, part of that is that, but most of it is like I want you to hear my story. Everybody has a story to tell. I'm not very good with words. I mean, I've been repeating myself a lot. Probably gonna watch this back and be like, oh man, I said that like 3 times. But anyway, I'm not very good at telling stories verbally. This is why I just turn the camera on and start rambling. But through music, I feel like I can say anything and deliver anything, through that, because I feel like that's what defines me. And if I can just reach, I know this sounds maybe cliche, but it's very true. If I can reach one person through this album, just one, it doesn't matter who it is or what they do. Like, if one song can reach one person, then I feel like I've done my job. Not only that, I feel like I've related my story to one other person. Let's just say that. Not like if I reach one person. Let's just say like if my story reached one person, like if my story has been told and someone understands where I'm coming from, whether it's a bits and piece or the whole album itself, then I feel like I've accomplished that. Even if not, I feel like if someone heard me, listening, hearing and listening is two different things. If someone, I mean, I want everybody to hear me, but I need that one person to listen. If I can get that one person to listen, then at that point, I don't feel like this was a total waste of time and a failure. Regardless, I just want to get my story told. That's what it all comes down to. I've been rambling about, I guess, I don't know how long I've been rambling for. I hope people don't watch this and go, why did this guy do this? Or or I don't know. I have no idea. I'm really bad at ending, I guess, speeches or rambles or anything like that. It's just like, I guess the last thing I leave you with is I hope you I hope you can hear my story. I hope you like what you hear. Um, and I just hope that somebody gets something out of this. You know, I guess that's the most important part. I mean, yeah, I guess that's the thought I guess that's the thought I can leave you guys with. So with that being said, hope you enjoy Nowhere to Nowhere. This is AuthenticK, also known as Michael Jackson. Yes, that is my real name for those of you who are wondering. And that is about it. That is all I'm going to say about that. Thank you for listening to my rambling speech. Hope you enjoy the music.